Mystery Soul?
We have a very spicy set here. We have MSB versus Mystery Soul. We have Sylvanos, Crag, and
God.
2 regulars of your online bracket.
I met both these players through running PX, and Mystery Soul is from my home state.
Really?
From Washington.
Really?
Where
Okay.
he is also a top Ultimate player.
Yeah,
because
he is in the
he's just
Incineroar, yeah,
insane at gaming.
Yeah, he's one of the high top level Incineroar mains in Smash Ultimate. I believe he got 9th at the most recent port priority. But we're not talking about port priority. We're talking about rivals. We're talking about game 1 on Merchant Port right now. This is pretty huge. This is okay. So this is finals of the other pool. So this is also going to be a best of 5 set. Oh, Crag Gaming.
Right. So some thoughts about both these players. MSB is a firm believer that Crag wins this matchup, but that it's very, very annoying. Basically, his rough train of thought is that Sylv wins neutral pretty hard, but not hard enough to make up for the fact that he can't kill, whereas Crag kills pretty easily and at least has options in neutral.
Yeah, he has some pretty reliable options in neutral, and I will agree there. Like, Nair is super good. Rock, obviously great. Why are you teching? The classic. Tech chase down strong is one of the staples of MSB's punish game and kill searching, basically. Like, he will look to see if you tech on a platform, because down strong covers everything. At least on a stage like this. So like if you tech, you're basically done for.
Does it not cover mistech as well though?
It'll be reactable if you mistech. Because mistech is also like the fastest available option. Yep, that is going to do it. Fortron going to clean up the stock.
I was under the impression that there was an overlap between the tech and place frames and the mistech frames by just a little bit. Just the smallest amount, but enough to make it real.
You do get some iframes, but you are actionable later comparatively with mistech. Because mistech, there's no hitfall state in this game.
Right.
So you are actionable out of a mistech faster than you are a tech in place. So if you want like the fastest possible reaction to a situation, mistech all the way.
Yeah, mistech jab is a very common option to get out of a lot of tech chases. Unfortunately, Syl's jab is very, very slow. Sylv has really bad match options out of mistech.
Yeah, not the best.
I want to say his jab is frame 6, which is very bad.
Compared to the rest of the cast, yes. It is, I think, one of, if not the slowest jabs in the game.
Yeah. Oh my god, going crazy.
Barely making it out of that scenario. That was a spicy one to be caught in.
So about Mystery Soul. Mystery Soul is a player who I have learned to never ever count out. Mystery Soul is a player who will make upsets out of nowhere all the time, will make reverse 3 stocks all the time. He has this intangible clutch factor that...
Oh yeah, he plays Incineroar. he's a masterclass of highway robbery. He knows what they can do about that.
I don't know if I want to get into the politics of Smash Ultimate characters, but
I mean it's okay. Listen, I think it's fair to say that you know, having a character that can reversal and momentum shift that quickly and play the fear-based psychological game is perfectly valid. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That being said, it is very much like, ooh man, you just got game winning. That's just a better player alert, you know? Sometimes that happens. You got to be ready for a situation.
Oh, here it starts.
Like this right now, like 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mystery Soul
at the top.
I've seen this not just from Mystery Soul, but from Sylvanos mains in general. It seems like their reaction times just like get cut in half on the last stock. It's something I've seen from every Sylvanos main. It's this bizarre phenomenon. Suddenly their combos all work last stock. Oh, gets the jab into the pedal wave, into the...
Oh.
Not quite.
Searching for something. Oh. Try with the swiftness. This suddenly turned into an even % last stock, last hit game.
That's the Mystery Soul factor. You can never, ever count Mystery Soul out.
He knows what he's doing. Oh, but that down strong just clips MSB getting that game won by the skin of his teeth. Mystery Soul really did almost bring that back. He almost got the stock at like 65. You saw that one combo. Stairway to Heaven type beat. Holy moly.
Mystery Soul plays this character because he loves Soul's combo game.
Yeah.
Or loves the Sylvanos' combo game. He loves all the different paths you can take with it, and he's such an expert at really mixing up how he combos his opponent and making his opponent guess how they have to DI. So good at setting up those up airs off the top. But right now, he's in a little bit of a bad situation. MSB sets up some back airs.
Ooh, but just as quick as he was off stage, he's getting back. He's fighting his way back on stage, literally tooth and nail.
Personally, I like the stage pick a lot as Sylv. I do think the platforms work very well with Sylv's hitboxes. But I know that Crags are a big fan of this too.
Yeah. The nairs and confirms on the stage are still good. Crag obviously also living for quite literally like almost up to like 150. Like they're able to just make such good use of the stage to basically just stay alive, and that's how they get you there. It's just if you can't kill them, it's like what do you do? You know. We're seeing MSB using a lot of down B setups into the up strongs. Recently learning that it was a confirm, putting it to great use right now, actually.
That is a really good confirm. And yeah, I do feel like MSB really bases its entire play around surviving. Like, ultimately, like, you know, like, neutral is certainly important, but if you don't die, that is the most important thing. You'll eventually find your opening. Your opponent will eventually give you an opening.
Exactly. And I mean, even at like 168, you know, like, the higher your percent goes, the more likely your opponent's going to start looking for those kills. And 185, the trapeze Crag lives.
What was that rock bounce? What trickery is this?
Yeah, when you throw the rock down, you get a little bit of vertical height.
Up air off the top. Oh, great drift.
Yep. And again, 207? I mean, come on. You know, like this is where desperation will definitely succeed. But dash attack, catching the DI out, gonna take it. But 217
didn't even
is
purple.
Like, it didn't even purple. It didn't even spark.
Yeah.
But that's how you know. But like when the up smash timber sparks at 60 though. Oh no.
Ooh, making it back with the up B. Somehow they're still so even on percents. Mystery Soul, Mystery Soul took the lead. It took him till 200% to take the first stock, and then he just took the second stock in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's what happens when you DI out on Sylvanas. Down it. You will unintentionally get sent right off stage, and that is going to be the stock.
The triple?
Yeah, the back air stalling is very, very much a thing. Both used on stage and off stage by Mr. Soul. Like we play plenty of friendlies, and he will use that off stage to stall against certain characters in the field he needs to.
Great pillar placement from MSB. What a call out. Unfortunately, not getting anything positive off of it. Oh,
Mr. Soul ready for that pillar.
That's Mr. Soul's adaptation.
Oh yeah, for sure. Very much an ultimate player in that they have fantastic neutral and fantastic weights. Like those little like walks and like repositions in neutral, it's super important.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel you definitely see more walking from ultimate players than you do from folks with more of a melee style background.
Exactly.
Because walking is so powerful in that game. And I feel like walking is honestly not that good in Rivals, but honestly, you know, any momentum mix-up's a good mix-up.
Yeah. I think in a lot of cases, like if you're walking, it's usually because like you have like you have a plan. You want to reposition, maybe do a little micro spacing. No, nothing wrong with that. Oh, MSB maybe looking for a little bit of a cheeky spike of his own there, because 160 and climbing is
don't overextend here. I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like this doesn't seem that one-sided. Like Mystery Soul has the Mystery Soul factor, but you know MSB can still attack on a fat punish here and just get the kill out right.
We've seen MSB just straight up like swindle games despite being at like 178.
I'm pretty sure MSB doesn't feel like he's behind right now.
No, I think he feels like this is very doable, but Mystery Soul shutting that opportunity down completely, taking game number 2 with that tipper forward air.
Getting the Galaxy, taking out the pillar in the process too.
Yeah, even if it did not sweet spot, the pillar would have been gone. That would have been a no resource Crag, or at least no pillar Crag. But we're going to Crag's, a lot of Crag's favorite home in Frozen Fortress for game number 3. Which honestly, like, I know ZB loves this stage a lot. MSB, huge fan of the stage. For pretty good reason. You know, you get to do your zoning.
I'm gonna be real. I do get skeptical about stages like this for Sylvanas, because one of the ways you can exploit Sylvanas the most is by baiting him into jumping, which is one of his most committal neutral game states. And the more you can play these platforms, the more you get to play for those space. The more you get to force him into the air. And then once he's in the air, you can really mess Sylvanas up. You get Sylvanas on a platform, you can really mess him up.
Ooh, and just like that, a sour fair into the up air is coming out. And that's going to be, again, the first stock going to Mystery Soul really early. This is huge. Because I know that, like, a lot of people say, like, Sylvanas is not, like, the best character, but honestly, like, people have made him work in the past. We've seen Coda, we've seen Sawtooth, we've seen Giga Bowser, we've seen Zora TK. Like, a lot of players have made Sylvanas work at top level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if it's an uphill climb, like, they make it work. And, I mean, Mystery Soul, again, just another fantastic Sylvanas showing that, like, it still works at top level, you know?
Definitely. And Mystery Soul is also not that active these days.
Definitely been taking more of a backseat to Ultimate for a little bit, you know?
Yeah, when Mr. Soul was grinding this game a lot, we saw massive improvement in his skill.
Oh,
Like, some of the fastest improvement I've ever seen, honestly.
He was definitely one of those people to look out for like immediately, just like on the come up, because the rate at which like he improved and put his fundamentals from Ultimate into good practice is absolutely like astonishing. Oh yeah, see like that little jump waveland down to catch it down strong, just in case he tried to do something.
That's smart.
Yeah, no, it really does show like again he's thinking like constantly like, what is my opponent doing? Like I want to play the player, much less the character, because I already know what the character can do, but I need to know what you're going to do. I need to know if you're going to flinch when I run at you. If you're going to flinch, you're going to throw a button out, I'm going to hit you for it. Oh, this is the forbidden zone. Crag can just do a funny up smash there and just take it all, but oh, just like that, fair down air, another Sylvanas classic.
See, that situation right there is a big part of why folks say that Syl can kill in this matchup specifically. Because it's so hard for Syl to cover that spot. Going off stage with the back air, that's a commitment. Going off stage with an up B, that's a commitment. For Soul to actually convert that situation into a kill, really, really good stuff.
Oh, surprised you didn't get another forward air out of there from MSB. That looked like a potential for a double.
Oh, this is a really awkward position. Caught between a rock and a pillar.
Yeah. Quite literally a rock and a hard place. Yeah, you said it in a much better way than I could have, but like, holy moly. Like, if he did not get the tech off that, that was just down tilt, down tilt, down tilt, down tilt. That's, ooh. Is that a down air to end game 3? All right.
Down air there.
Yeah, no, MSB really brought that back off that tech chase. Like, even last stock, like, that was just a really solid, like, edge guard, 70%. Now you're back off stage on the other side. I'm doing another 30, and you are now dead.
We see the rock wall pick coming in from Mr. Soul. Mr. Soul loves rock wall. Souls in general love rock wall. Krags do too. And I know MSB's personal opinion is that no character besides Ori should be taking Krag to rock wall. My personal feeling, though, is that this stage does wonders for Syl's biggest weakness in the matchup. If Syl can avoid those really annoying edgeguard situations by just killing with fair outright earlier, that's great. That goes a long way.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I just feel like the potential to get bamboozled by Krag on his own stage is very high.
That's true, but
because again, like we've seen what Krag can do on this stage, and it is scary. You know,
that's fair.
It's Krag's home for a reason. Those small side blast ones make it to where getting fared off the side is easy as 1, 2, 3. You know.
What Krag does on the stage is very scary, but I suppose what matters at the end is the relative scariness compared to other stages.
That's also very true.
No, Krag might not be killing outright with the fair as easily on other stages, but I do feel like that position is still really scary for Syl on every stage compared to the opposite.
Yeah, for sure. Great empty hops there. MSB not committing to a button, but getting that forward air and cleaning up the first stock.
And now Mr. Soul is a stock behind and a game down.
Ooh, yeah, not able to get to the rock to tack on the underneath it. All right, 2 stocks apiece, you know. Oh my God.
Love this rock. He's just to clear out all the flowers, but Soul still has one in play.
Yeah,
gonna keep planting grass.
Yeah, MSB did not want to get caught there at the edge. He knows the consequences of getting caught at the edge versus Sylvanas on a stage like this. Both players really trying to play center like super hard because they know the consequence of getting caught at the ledge.
Oh yeah, neither of these players wants to be in the corner.
Woo!
I mean,
oh God.
Krag doesn't want to be giving Syl the space to work with, and Syl doesn't want to be in a position where he has to match.
Exactly. All right, yeah, getting caught on the platform.
Oh, up B? Okay, interesting choice. Staying
like
safe
that.
enough.
One thing that we're seeing MSB do that some Krags might not know, nice nair up smash confirm, is that you can side B cancel off the flowers. So that does, like, in a situation where like you might not, you might be at a little more risk for some tomfoolery, you can cancel it immediately.
But the tomfoolery goes both ways because Sylvanas also has a side B that cancels on hit. And can cancel off of the rock and off the pillar.
Favorite thing to do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, beast cancel off anything. That's like one of his, I remember talking, that was one of his favorite techs in the whole game. And I mean, to be fair, it's for good reason. You immediately shift your momentum from one direction to another. Ooh, almost killing with that up smash right there. And this is dangerous. This is potentially Mr. Soul's winner side stock right now.
I know one of Mr. Soul's favorite go-tos is to be between 2 flowers and side B both directions between
them.
Woo! Oh, nicely
He just zoomed
done.
in with that up smash. MSB gonna take it with a 3-1 over Mr. Soul, but those are some very close games. If you looked at that set, it would definitely tell a different story.
Absolutely, that was definitely one of the best sets we've seen so far. I think. I feel like at no point during the set did who had a lead in the game really give us an indication of how the game was going to go.
Yeah, because you saw with game 1, I believe, Mystery Soul managed to just barely sneak that one by.
I think he just barely lost game 1, but he almost made the full comeback.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
game 2
Oh,
he
yeah,
pulled
yeah.
it
It
out.
was game 2 that he brought the comeback, yeah.
And then game 3, we actually saw the opposite. MSB pulled out the comeback.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit.
And then game 4 was actually pretty back and forth. It was
Yeah,
really solid
yeah.
tug of war. But MSB just had the confirms like ready to go. The Nairs were starting to come out in full force again. Nair Gober, frame 5.
Yeah, definitely. Really good stuff to both players.
Crazy button.
It always makes me really happy to see Mystery Soul do well. I mean, this is just personal bias, you know, region bias.
Mate, okay. Just because we're from the same region, there's no bias. No bias.
Ah, okay.
No bias on commentary. No bias on commentary. It's a smidge, a crumb of bias.
We're not biased.
No,
I'm
not
not
at
biased.
all. No, I'm not biased.
I love Tri-State.